Hello, welcome to VFix Technology. Hope everybody is doing good. This is just a quick tutorial how the beginners or maybe the guys who knows Laravel, how they can create a quick admin panel and create a blogging system instantly and save a whole lot of time. In order to do that, we're going to use a package named Voyager Admin Panel. That's a pretty famous one, and it is available on GitHub. Has over 11,000 stars. So let's jump into it. Let's see how it's gonna go through. So I just made a game plan. We will make 4 steps and create a blogging system, easy peasy. For front end, we're gonna use the Bootstrap template. And for backend, it's PHP Laravel version 9 because 9, as of now, the Laravel 10 is in the market, but this package supports version 9 only so far. Maybe in future you may see the new update. So let's jump into it. Section, the step first going to be install Laravel. Let's make it happen. I'm gonna come to one of my folder directory, and I'm gonna get you all the resources links to my description of the video. So let's create a project name by the name of Voyager, since we are using Voyager Admin Panel. And let's install the Laravel version 9. It will take some time, maybe a minute or two. Let's wait for it. In the meantime, let me open the documentation so we can take the reference from here. Okay, hopefully it's done. Yes, it is. Let's jump to the directory Voyagers. And now time to install the package. Composer require TCG Voyager install. Again, it'll take some time. Let me open the project into the VS Code, and I'm going to change the details about my database. I have created a database by the name of Voyager. Let me update it. Now we can install the Voyager with some dummy installation details, and it's done. That is it. So our admin panel is good to go. That's our default credentials, admin at admin.com, and password is password. Let's start the server, PHP artisan serve. That's the default Laravel's installation. I'm going to go to /admin, and the default installation username going to be admin at admin, and password is going to be the password. There we go. So the very first thing you're going to see, this is a complete solution for an admin panel. Everything is inbuilt, but I see a little situation. The image is broken because the reason is the URL. So let me go here, stop the server, and we're going to come to the env file of the directory Laravel. App URL is different here. I'm going to change it to the local one, 127.0.0.1, and port is 8000. Let's save it, and we have to restart the server. As you know, if you make any changes into the env file, we have to restart the server. I'm going to refresh. There you go. It's talking our language. Now the admin panel is ready. In the admin panel, you can see how many users. It has inbuilt user create function. user role function, media, it has a gallery inside it, post, you can create articles, which is supposed to be Google search friendly. Pages, you can create pages, you could have categories in the article, and there are so many things you can explore. Even if you go to settings, you can change details from here. I'm going to attach the link of the Voyager admin panel, the agenda of this video, just to get how to kickstart and create an instant blogging system via admin panel of the Voyager. So this is working fine. Now, let's jump to the step 2. Okay, step 2 is done. My bad, I apologize. Now we're gonna go to the step 3, add front-end template. Let's figure out, let's make a quick Google search, Bootstrap blog templates. I already downloaded it, but just to show you how I found the one, that's the one which I have used it. So I'm gonna put the link on the description. You can download it. I have already downloaded it. It is right here in this folder, Start Bootstrap Clean Blog. I'm going to open it. So the very first thing which you need to understand, we're going to copy all the assets in the CSS file from here. And let's come to our Laravel directory. We're going to go to public and we'll paste the assets, CSS and JavaScript folder here. Then let's open any of the file. Let's open this index. And we're going to do the control U. So get the source code, copy everything. Let's make it more dynamic. Resources folder, views folder. I'm going to create another directory. Let's name it layout. And under layouts, I'm going to create a file named app.blade.php. Let's paste it. Done. So we have the front end template pasted. That's the base file. I'm going to change some details here. Let's change the CSS link asset, the Laravel method. Done. Let's come on the footer. There is a JavaScript file. Again, copy this, use Laravel asset method to get it. Done. Now it's dynamic. So let's figure out how we can make this template as a master template. And we're gonna fetch the data on pages accordingly. So that's the main component. That's the footer. Let me wrap it. That's the header. So I'm going to copy this section from here and create a new file. Let's name it index.blade.php. We got to extend a file named layouts folder app name. If you see that, that's the layout, and that's the name of the file, layout.app. This is how we fetch the master blade. Now we're gonna go ahead and inject a section named content. Let's paste this, what we have copied from there. So if you watch it closely, it's just the main body wrapper and the header of the specific page. The rest, the head foot, the CSS is gonna come from the layout. So under layout, what we are supposed to do, we have to inject the body here. So I'm going to say yield function, and let's name it content. So keep in mind, every time you create pages, all you got to do, just extend this file, and under content section, whatever you inject, it automatically goes to the base template. Hope it makes sense to you. If any question, feel free to comment below and I'll try to help you with best of my knowledge. Anyway, this homepage supposed to be working fine. Let's check it out, how it goes. So we have to do a few more steps. Now, I want to create PHP artisan make controller, and let's name it home controller. So this is gonna be the logic. It's app HTTP controllers, the controller which we created. Under it, let's create a function name, public function. Let's give it name, anything, whatever you like. I'm going to go with index, and I'm going to return a view, and we have named it index, if I'm not wrong. And if you see under resources, views, the file name is index. One more last step we are supposed to do. We have to define the route. I'm going to take off the Laravel default one. Let's use Laravel route facade, get method, home, and in the array, we're going to pass home controller, the class which we just created, and the function name going to be index. And let me give it a name just to make it easy. So we can call the routes. I just named home. So I created a new route by the name of home. It has the controller and it's going to follow this method index. So we need to call it too. Use app. Let's pass the namespace. HTTP. Let me see what it is. HTTP controllers. And the name of the controller which we just created, home controller. Let's start the server. Hope it should work. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna go to local server. Something is missing. We can't find the home controller here. Let's see. Okay, my bad. I just made a spelling error. Perfect. So this is a static home page which is fetched. Now, the next task is to make it dynamic. We're going to keep this part as the top part is static, and this blogs are just static here, just the markup. I'm going to fetch the data from the database, because if you see here in posts, we have like 4 published posts in the admin panel. So what is the game plan right now? Grab the data from the admin panel database. Pretty simple. First, we have to create a model, PHP artisan make model. Let's say make model, and I'm gonna name that posts. So it's gonna come into here, app, model, and posts. Now, under our controller, under home controller, which we created, on top, let's fetch it. Use app models, and let's name it post. That's what we got. We just created. Now, all we got to do, just use it. I'm going to create a variable named post, use the post facade, all, and let's pass it to the blade by the using compact method. Let's name it posts. So now post variable is going into our templates, and that's the key, posts. So we're gonna come to the home page and let's fix it. Let's figure out how it looks like right now. So we have to run a loop on this one, and it will replicate automatically all the data gonna come in the same format. So this one is the main. Let's remove the rest. Let's check it if it worked well. We have to restart the server. I apologize. And it did work well. So we have only one left. Now run the for each loop on this one only. Copy for each. The variable name, the key we passed posts as. Let's keep it post. Paste it. I'm going to give the title here. post title, and let's pass the excerpt to post excerpt. These are the details coming from the database. If you uh, come here to the database, and if you see posts, let's go to the structure. It has the details. You can see author ID, category, title, and excerpt is a short description of the posts. So we're going to use the same values to fetch it. Let's check it out if it works. Refresh. There we go. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 posts. Excerpt for the fourth post is a little bit large. So I'm going to show you one small magic. We can use str limit function of PHP str limit as the variable. Then the value, let's keep it 50 characters. So it's gonna make it short, takes only 50 first characters. Let's see if it works. So instead of this, we're gonna have only 50 characters. Perfect. Now it's just 50 characters, you can see. So somehow we did get the posts list. Now, time to grab the post details on a specific post. When we click on it, we just want to get a single post page. Now we can change some more details here. You can set up the date, something like, let me put post, and it is supposed to be created at, let's use the format function, date, month, year. You can see, or maybe let's make the months capital M. It looks more visual. Now it shows the day, today, month, and the year. Easy peasy. You can change the author details as well. You can play around. I'm going to link the documentation of this Voyager admin panel. That's simple Laravel details. Now let's figure out how we can create a single post page. Again, we're going to jump to our admin panel markup, and let's click on one post. That's the post detail page. Again, same shortcut, Control U. We're going to need the header and the article part only. We already have the footer and top bar, nav bar in the master template app which we created. So in the views, we're going to create one more file. Let's give it the name post detail.blade.php. Extend the section, extend what? Layouts.app. Under layout folder, get the app. Let's inject content. We're going to say section content. Let's stop it. And under it, we're going to paste the content. So far, it is a static one. Just to check, let's figure out how it goes. So what we are supposed to do, let's define the function, public function. Let's give a name post detail, and we're going to pass the request here. Let's get it post, and post where slug is request slug. That's the where slug method of Laravel. And first or fail, it should be here. Let's dump it. Let's see what happens. DD post to array. And we are supposed to create a route for that. So route get method, and we're gonna pass what? Let's say slug. So this request, this slug goes to the request here, and it captures that slug and match it with the slug in the post and get us the data. And let's make it happen again. Same controller, home controller, and method was post detail, and let's give a name, post dot detail. It should work. All we are supposed to do, just pass the route now. If we come here under the loop, just under the URL method, we're gonna say, let's give a URL route, and the route name we defined post dot detail, and we're gonna pass post slug. So this slug goes to here, and this data goes to the request. From request, it filters the data. Let's see what happens. Hope it should work. Refresh. Now, if I click on it, boom, it did work. We got ID 1 and the details. If I click on the second one, ID 2. So it is talking our language. Now, instead of die dump, we're going to say return view and it was post detail, the name of the blade, and we have to pass the key as well, the compact method, and pass the value post. Now, if we refresh and click on it, we got the single page which we already set up, but it has the static values. Let's make it dynamic. So we're going to come to the post blade. Let's start from the top. Header, let's give it the name to the post. Post, since we have the value, we pass the variable here. If you see that, post is under compact. We can use this variable now. Post title, and let's use post str limit, same function. Post exert, and let's make it 50 characters. And the date, post created at, and let's use the format function. Day, month, year. And finally, under body, we're going to pass the details of the body. So it is supposed to be post and body. Hop, everything's supposed to be dynamic. Let's refresh the page. There we go. That's the title, and it is the slug. Here's the title. It is short description. It got the date into our format, and this post has only this much body. Let's click on some other one. It has some extra content, but the content is dynamic. Let's click on this one. So everything is working as we want. We have the list of posts. We have the post, single post details. But this background image seems to be static. Let's fix it. So under this Voyager, it's pretty simple. If you see the documents, you can easily get it. I'll tell you how. Voyager image and post image. So That's a method. Voyager image is a function under Voyager admin panel, and just pass the variable image name. And let's refresh. Perfect. It did change it. If I come on the home, let's click on the very first article, first title, first slug, image, and the body. Go back, second title, second image, and the second details. Everything is dynamic here and it's working perfectly fine. This is not used old post, so I'm gonna take it off from here. Great. Almost ready. Let me fix the top nav bar as well. It's under the app layout and app. And here, let me pass the route name which we gave. It was route and the name was home. Now, if we click on home, it'll bring us to the let's check now. Great. Now there are certain pages like about us. Easy, simple, very simple. If you click on about, that's the template. I'm gonna do the control U. All we need is head and the main. Copy. Let's create a new file named about.blade.php. So let's extend the file name layouts app. Let's extend the section, inject content, stop, and that's it. So that's just the static page about us. Now we have to do two more things. Create a function, public function. Let's give it the name about. Just return view. The page name gonna be about. And finally, just create a route. Route get. Let's pass the slug about us. And the controller gonna be home controller class. And the method we have created is about. And you can also define a name. So you can easily use it on the routes. And let's name it about. Let's check it out. Refresh. And on the app, let's in the about URL, we're going to pass this route. Route about. Hope it should work. Let's refresh. I click on about. Seems we missed something. Let me make sure. Home controller, return view about page, layouts app. Okay, it was a little mistake and I just fixed it. So we are good to go. About pages ready. Let's make the contact page as well. I'm going to go to the templates, contact page, control U. All we want is the header and the main territory. Copy, come here under views. We'll create one more page. Let's give it the name contact.blade.php. Under Blade, we're going to extend the master template, then inject the section content and paste the specific area. About, no, my bad, it's contact. Okay, cool. And two steps more: define a function and define it out. Public function, let's give a name contact, return view, name file name is contacts. Now finally define the route. Route get, let's define the slug contact us, and the controller is home controller class, and the method is contact, and let's define a name contact, and just put this link into the main file. In contact here, I'm gonna do just pass the route contact, and hopefully everything should work fine. Let's check it out. Click on contact. We got the contact page that's static. About page is static. Home page dynamic. Home page has dynamic blogs on it. If I click on any blog, we get the page specific details, and this is pretty much it. So from this admin panel, you can create more and more content, and it's gonna keep showing on the home page. Let me show you. Let's create a dummy content. Hello, this is a test post. Let's get some content from anywhere. Okay, we have body, excerpt, as I told, short description, status, published, slug. You can change if you want. Categories, you can add the categories from here, categories, but I can pick anyone as of now. Featured, let's mark it featured, and let's pick any random image. And SEO title, meta description, keywords, you can check it out. Create post. Now, great. We have added a new post, and it is directly linked to our front end. If I refresh the home page, we will have a new post here. If I click on it, that's the image we just added, and that's the content. That is it. I really don't want to make it more long, this video. If you have any question, any query, any doubt, feel free comment below, and I will try to in the description, we'll post all the resources link. Thank you so much.